What's up, YouTube? In my last Retro Achievements video, I provided 10 of the easiest sets on the site to master, and due to the uproarious support I received on that, I'm back with another 10 games I'm confident anyone can master in just a few minutes. The difference this time, though, is they're retail games. Last time it was a bunch of homebrews and prototype, unlicensed crap, but this time it's that realness. Stuff you can really brag about to your friends, and even strangers. But little do they know, these all took you less than 10 minutes each, less than 5 minutes, because your boy ATV Driver is hooking you up with the easiest ones. Now let's get into them, starting with number 1, Ultimate Fighting Championship for the Game Boy Color. Now this one is going to really impress your friends, because it means you're an Ultimate Fighter Champion if you master this, right? Like, not everyone can say that, but look, all you have to do in this set is you have to win survival mode, and then you got to switch the difficulty to hard and play on the tournament mode. And all you have to do in this game, I mean, you can obviously see it's fast forward, right? So not a lot of skill required. All you have to do is you have to hold the Turbo A button, and of course if you're playing on this on RetroArch, you're already going to have Turbo A buttons and B buttons bound for the Game Boy core. So just hold Turbo A and you're going to win the tournament mode. And if you don't win, then you can just try again. But in my case, I got it first try there. But the hardest part of the set is actually the tutorial, the training mode, because you have to do specific moves. You can't just Turbo A, unfortunately. You have to do the specific moves it tells you to do. And in order, they are down kick, up kick, neutral kick, forward kick, backward kick, neutral punch, down punch, up punch, forward punch. And then you have to just forward punch a couple times to win, because I'm pretty sure the next few ones you just have to win in any way, so you're probably just gonna want to spam punch. But the B button is for kicking, the A button's for punching. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And look, everything's going on in real time here. Like, I do not cut any single second out of these masteries, so you can get an accurate picture of how long they take. I'm nice like that. I'm not like some of those YouTubers that are like, I mastered so-and-so, and it actually took them 10 hours, and then their video is like 20 minutes long. Like, that's not realistic, is it? But this video is going to tell you exactly how much time it's going to take. And look, here we're just beating up that guy there. Yeah, I mean, we're just... That last one, see, we did the forward punches just to win, and look, we got every single achievement, and you could too. But one fighting game isn't really enough, is it? You can't just master one fighting game and then think you're hot shit. Like, you're nothing if you just master one. So I've got you another one, Shaq Fu, for the Game Boy. Now, I'm pretty sure Shaq Fu was featured on AVGN, so it's kind of infamous, right? Infamously bad, or ass, as AVGN would say. But look, this game is very, very easy. All you have to do is Turbo A, just like the previous game. Noticing a theme here? I mean, this is just what fighting is. It's a button masher, right? It's a very horrible genre. But anyway, the only difference is that you need to actually be crouching. The winning move is to crouch punch. So in dual mode, you're going to want to play as every single character other than Shaq, because he's in the main mode. Dual mode, you only have to do the 6 non-Shaq characters, and you have to get a perfect round as each of them. So you just have to keep playing until you get a perfect round. And it'll just keep going through the matches, so it's not like you have to go through menuing over and over again each time. No, it's very convenient. You can just keep turboing. But look, for the main mode, you're gonna have to switch it to hard mode. So that's the only thing that you actually need to keep in mind, is that for the main Shaq mode, you're gonna have to switch it to hard mode. But other than that, it's really easy. I remember hearing at one point that for some of the characters it might be easier to get it perfect with turbo kicking, or turbo crouch kicking, I think it would be, but I didn't have any issues with crouch punching, so that would be my personal recommendation. But hey, if you're struggling, you can just try anything. I mean, it's still probably not going to take you longer than 4 minutes either way. Like, this was one of my first masteries, I will say. Like, I have 900 something now, but I got this one as one of my first, so I have fond memories of this game. Or maybe not, considering it was 10 minutes, and it's hard to remember something that was only 10 minutes. But I was a noob back then. It shouldn't even take you 10 minutes. It should take you like 3. But look, now that we finished the main shack mode, we have every single achievement. Look at that. Glorious. Now let's go gambling! Because we have pachinko for the SG-1000. And if you're wondering what the hell an SG-1000 is, don't worry. I've got you. It was the first console by Sega. Released the exact same day as the Famicom, interestingly enough. But here we have pachinko for the SG-1000. And all you gotta do in this set is you have to get 3,000 balls. And so the position that that little dial is in on the bottom right there, that's how you can like see where to set it. And if you have it at that exact position, your balls are just going to keep going up. I know people are always talking about their balls dropping and whatnot, but in this case, you want your balls to go up. You want your ball count to increase. I mean, I can relate to that. Having 2 balls, I feel like, is not enough. If I could, I would snap my fingers and make my balls just increase in quantity. That could be fun, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe. But other than getting 3,000 balls, all you gotta do in this set is you need to get 10 lucky fevers, which is to get in those lucky cups down there, I believe. And then you have to activate the left claw and the right claw. And as you can see, the right claw over there is getting activated pretty often. But for the left claw, I'm pretty sure you're actually gonna have to change your trajectory to get it sometimes. But, yeah, so that sweet peanut butter one was for the left claw. So once you have the claws done, all you just have to do is just hold the button. Hold the button, it'll keep launching those balls, baby. And it might take an hour and a half, it might take 2 hours. But the thing is, it doesn't take any skill. And that's what we're doing here, is we're doing games that don't require any skill. Because that's the common denominator with all these games, is that literally anyone can master them. A 2-year-old with no functioning brain could master these games. If they just watch this video, they're going to have a tricked out RetroAchievements profile, man. They're going to have 20 masteries if they follow the previous video in this one. Look at that, 3,000 balls, baby. And that's every achievement. Join the gambling club. But we're not done gambling yet, because next we have Slot Machine for the Fairchild Channel F. And the Fairchild Channel F was the first ever system to take, like, interchangeable cartridges for its games. But look, the only objectives that we have here are to start with $1 and turn it into 50, and to, you know, roll all the different, like, jackpot combinations in the slot machine. And now, the hardest thing about the set is actually to figure out the controls of the game, because they're pretty freaky, but once you do that, it's so easy. Just always gamble the 5-cent amount, like whenever you can, except for at the beginning, because there's a weird glitch where you have to do 25 cents, but once you're past that, you're gonna get them all, like that. And now I have for you an NES game, and you should already be quaking in your boots, because everyone's always talking about NES hard this, Nintendo hard this. But look, I've got you one that, don't tell anyone, is kinda easy. And all you gotta do is you gotta configure the turbo. Look, I'm configuring it a very specific way there to enable for coloring of these dinosaurs to be very quick and easy. If you just hold right and then press the turbo button, and you're gonna color those dinosaurs really efficiently. And I would say you should, like, make them all beautiful and color them your own way, but like, all this game is coloring dinosaurs, and they did a surprisingly bad job at letting you do that. You only get 2 colors in every palette, and then some versions that are like dithered and some versions that are patterned. I mean, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. If I met the people who made this color dinosaur game, I would give them a piece of my fucking mind, I tell you what. But enough of that. For the achievements, all you gotta do is just color the dinosaurs, and one other thing, which is to cycle through all the palettes of the, the colors, all the color palettes. So for that, you're just gonna press select a bunch of times. But, yeah, that's about it. Once you finish coloring your dinosaur, you just gotta press start so you can go back to the menu. If you don't know that, maybe you'd reset the game like a moron. But no need to do that, you can just press start. And that is an achievement also for pressing start, so you definitely cannot go without doing that. But, yeah, Drop in the comments though which dinosaur is your favorite, because I don't know which one I would pick. Like, there's a lot of cool looking dinosaurs. It's just a shame that they're colored so freaking lamely. But this one I made pink because he's like awesome. He's my special boy. That's why he's pink. But look, every achievement, very impressive. Brag to your friends. But now we're heading back to the Fairchild Channel F with Math Quiz 1. And I know what you're gonna say. Hey TV Driver, I thought you said this would be easy, but I don't know how to do math problems. Well, there is one simple solution to that. You can actually open up this application that comes pre-installed with your Windows. It's called Calculator, and you can put in the numbers into that. So if you don't know how to do the numbers, questions added together and subtracted, then you can just use the calculator. But look, the only achievements we have in this game are to get 5 addition problems in a row correct and 5 subtraction problems in a row correct. So I know not everyone has just a ginormous, monstrous, humongous IQ like me, but I still feel like this one could pretty safely be called an easy mastery. So for addition mode, you're going to want to select mode 1, and for subtraction mode, you'll select mode 2. And you got to press the 4 on the menu to start them. I mean, I guess that's worth mentioning. And also you enter the answer from right to left as if you're doing it on paper. Like, you're doing it step by step, right? So it's good practice. So if you're in school and you're like in 1st grade or something, this could be really helpful. But other than that, that's all I got for you. Look, all the achievements done. And we were just learning our numbers, so now we're going to learn our letters, right? It makes sense. You can't go through life only knowing numbers. Letters are pretty important. So what we got here is Donald's alphabet chase for the Apple II. And you're never going to guess what you got to do in this one. You press the letters of the alphabet on your keyboard. Yeah, that's right. The letter flashes, and then you just press that letter on your keyboard over and over again, or just once. I tend to just press them literally over and over again because it's so boring just having to sit there and like pressing the button multiple times. It's like stimming. It's like fun. But we can see Donald's wonderful, very large, very well-furnished house here, and I think that's cool to get a glimpse into his living situation. Like, you might not think about that kind of thing usually, but he's got a nice kitchen there, and he's got this like bunk bed bedroom. Like, what's the story behind the bunk bed? Who's sleeping in that bed, right? He's got that poster of Mickey. He thinks about Mickey at night in his room. Maybe Donald x Mickey. Oh my god, I ship it, guys. Would you ship Donald and Mickey together? I think they'd be cute. Because it would be like, dude, okay. I'm not going to do an impression of Donald because I'm not physically capable of doing that, but like pretend that I could and I was saying the coolest fucking shit ever right now, and I was like talking to Mickey about how much I love him. If I were a really cool YouTuber, that would be what's going on right now. But look at this landscape. Can you believe Donald has this wonderful life out here? Like, with those mountains in the background, and he's got this basketball court too, and he's got the tire swing. It's just a dream life. And like, look, a little kiddie pool. I mean, it's better than no pool, right? He's got the grill. What are we grilling, man? We got the burgers and the hot dogs. The hot dogs. I love me a hot dog. But not if it's all beef, because all beef I fucking hate. I like the mystery meat hot dogs. But anyway, once you pressed every single letter of the alphabet and Donald starts having a fucking seizure, that's how you know you've mastered the game. And now he gets absolutely zooted and greens out on his chair to celebrate. There you go. But enough educational nonsense. Next we've got Planetarian Chisa no Hoshi no Yume for the PSP. I probably pronounced that wrong, but it's Japanese only. It's a visual novel. All you do is press the circle button over and over and over and over and over and over until you win. And I configured a turbo at the beginning there to make it really quick and easy, so if you copy that, you're going to be done in literally 30 seconds. Like, look at that. I'm sure it's a touching story if you speak Japanese, but I don't, so that's all we can do. And if you like games where all you do is just press one button over and over again, boy, have I got another good one for you. Because this one is Snakes and Ladders for the Elector TV Games computer. The Elector TV Games computer is kind of a weird gray area case because I don't know if you'd really call it retail. I know that the TV Games computer itself was a thing that was sold for money in the 70s, but like the games, it's a weird case. But anyway, all you can do, all you need to do to master this game is just turbo the one button that exists. It's like an Atari controller, there's only one button. So if you auto fire on that, you're gonna get all the achievements, as you can see. Now last and definitely least in terms of difficulty is Raster for the Electro TV Games computer as well. And all you do for this one, just like the last game, is turbo auto fire that one button, and you get it in literally a couple seconds. It's so fast. And with that, I've provided you 10 of the easiest retail games to master on RetroAchievements. And I knew I needed to make this video because, like, the last video was just filled with a bunch of homebrews, and if you tell someone, oh hey, I mastered Jeremy Goes to the Fucking Grocery Store 10-minute Game Boy homebrew, not even 10-minute, 2-minute Game Boy homebrew released in 2019 or something, they're gonna say, get the hell out of here, I don't give a shit. But if you master Shaq Fu, they're gonna just get down on their knees and worship you. They're gonna have to get down on their knees and give you a fucking handy, a blowy. They're gonna bend over, man. They're gonna do the whole 9 yards because it's just so unfathomably impressive to be able to master Shaq Fu, right? But little do they know it's easy. But you know what else? If you master all 10 of the games in this video, your profile is gonna have 414 points on that. And you might not think there's any significance to that. Like, who cares about points, right? But what's cool about that is that means you're better than 22,000 people on the RetroAchievements leaderboards. And that's not even all, because there's only 115,000 people that actually have 250 points or more to be placed on the leaderboard. And there's 1.378 million people who are registered users on the site. If you count those, then you're literally better than over 1.2 million people just by getting these 10 masteries. And you want to be better than 1.2 million people, right? I'm sure you do. And so get out there, Tiger, master these games. And of course, if you haven't seen my first video, you can check that one for even easier games, because on those ones there were no limits to the type of games that we included, but they did have fewer points. So if you care about points, then this one's a little bit more juicy for ya. One day you can be like me if you just keep up the mastery grind, because I have 900 something. It's crazy. I'm the mastery king, so you can take my word about which masteries are the best ones to do. And yeah, you're welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a juicy comment, maybe even multiple comments. Some people do that. You could be one of them. Let me know what you want the next video to be. Do you want it to be the hardest masteries I've done? Like, I can make it anything, because I'm a man of the people, as I said in my last video. But anyway, goodbye.